Okay, I got a late start this morning, and so I missed the run club, but I also missed the rain, so I'm not mad at it. If you're new here, this is not a running, influencing channel where the runner's like not out of breath, not struggling. We will struggle together. I just want to show you this route because it's one of my favorites and I run it all the time. And it's a piece of Portland that I think is a little misunderstood. And so take a look for yourself and see what you think. Taking a brief pause to talk about the bridges while running in Portland. Here's the thing, it's so handy because you can do the Waterfront loop and you can make it as short or long as you really want because these bridges connect at several points. What I will say is that these bridges also go up and down. There is no publicly disclosed schedule, and while for the most part we're safe, like I feel like I don't run into the bridge being up when I'm out here in the mornings. However, watch the next time that I'm out here, the bridge goes up. If you are on the bridge and it starts to move up, you're gonna be there for anywhere from like 10 to 20-ish minutes. And so some people will run and go back the other way. But you can kind of get stuck on one side of the river or the other just for a moment. Love the bridges. And you gotta watch out. There are things you kind of just deal with running in Portland. One of those things is being wet. I thought that I was clever in waiting to go for this run, but it's already wet. And I didn't wear my Gore-Tex Nikes, which very much are a necessity. I know it's a privilege because most people just dig or like roll with Soggy Toes, but when there's an alternative, why not? The weather out is perfect, so quiet out. Even for later in the morning, there's like no one out today, which is not necessarily a fair representation of the waterfront because it is normally a little bit busier than this, and it gets crazy in the summer. So do with that information what you will, but we're halfway through the run, little 5K, feeling good. One thing that I often get asked is it safe? Is it safe as a woman running by yourself on the waterfront? Is Portland safe? Is Chinatown safe? And I think that safety really is a personal decision as far as like what level of risk you're comfortable with. I grew up in cities, and so there's a certain environment that is not jarring to me because it's very familiar. Some of the ways that I try to stay safe myself is, number one, I don't run the exact same route at the exact same time every day. Predictability can make you a target, and I'm not unaware of that. Number two, I do most of my running in run clubs, which is such a luxury in Portland because we have so many run clubs to choose from. There really is a different vibe, a different level of intention behind each run club, and so you can kind of explore and see where you fit. The other thing that I'll say is that I am not a fast runner. Whenever I feel like I'm approaching an uncomfortable space, I make eye contact. I do not shrink myself. I make myself bigger. Look the issue in the problem, or look the issue in the face, I guess, and make it clear, like, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. So I don't know if that's helpful, but I know that being a woman and running can sometimes feel like they're at odds with each other. Something funny about running on the waterfront for so many years is that this lady always scares me. I know it's a statue. I be knowing. Whoa! When you are running at night and, like, something about the way she's sitting, I don't know, but she never fails to scare the crap out of me. Every time. We're right back where we started. Right back to Water Ave, where the coffee is so good and the community is even better. Y'all, that was a nice run. I love living in Portland. I love running in Portland. Typically, for me, running has had this cycle of every winter, it gets hard again. You have to relearn, or at least acclimate to breathing in the cold, having your body warm up slower, dealing with the wet, overcoming the mental obstacles of it all. When you do, you are putting in all this effort and unique training to then enjoy in the spring. Inevitably, every spring, my pace improves. And I think a big part of that is just pushing through in the winter. And then summer shows up and it is far too hot for my taste. And I know there are runners that prefer the heat, but I prefer the cold, if I'm being honest. By summer, I feel like there's like a regression. You're like, running is hard again. If you push through that again, fall hits, winter hits, and you're a little bit faster and a little bit stronger and a little bit better for it. I just feel like the seasons in Portland each serve such a beautiful purpose. I feel really lucky to be able to run in a city that has so much beauty to offer, whether that is gorgeous waterfront views or running in trails like Forest Park and Tryon Creek. Like, we have pretty places to run, and I'm really excited to share them with you. So if there's a spot that you're curious about, drop it in the comments. It's gonna be fun.